Stacy, what's going on? You're on mute.
Hello.
Hey, how we doing? I'm all right. All right, so today's call is really all about you. Just kind of want to get a better indication really on where you're at with your online fitness journey, where you want to be at, and then I'll give you some strategies to get you there. Cool?
Okay.
All right, so I did some research. Looks like you're doing it. You're actual tech support for Zoom. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
Cool. How long have you been doing that?
Like 3 years now.
Okay, awesome. So what got you into that field, or that space?
I've been in tech space since I left college. I started working at Apple. I did their like at home care. And then I eventually like transitioned to the Genius Bar at an Apple store.
Okay,
And then it's just kind of where I landed after college. It was where I was able to find an opportunity and grow.
I gotcha. Cool. And then I saw that you just recently got your NASM MA. Is that correct?
Yes, that's correct. I got certified in May, towards the end of May. Yeah.
Cool. So are you working with any clients right now, like any in-person or any online clients at all right now?
No, I really just don't really know how to go about it. So I was just gonna like try to, build my confidence by like helping like friends and family. But I haven't like embarked on kind of putting myself out there.
Cool, totally get that. So my question for you is then why are we on the space? I know that you're going for some financial freedom. I think you mentioned that in your type form, but what else are we looking for? Like why the online coaching space for you?
Well, I enjoy helping people. It's kind of what I do in the tech space. Um, but I think my overall goal is to like kind of help people in like just kind of living more intentional and like healthier lifestyles. I've had my battle, of going through therapy and learning all of these healthy habits. But it wasn't really until I like really started to pay attention to my actual physical body. You can spend all this money in a therapist and they can tell you everything, but if you're eating junk and you're not actually moving your body, it has no impact. It really kind of defeats the purpose. And so once I kind of got started into that, I kind of figured out my purpose really is to, help people that are going along a life journey, that are looking for guidance. And a lot of the time, I tell people all the time, learning discipline is self-care. And one of the best ways to learn discipline is to just start doing something. Even if it's not active for you, but you should have at least one active lifestyle, even if it's going on a walk 3 times a week for 30 minutes. If you can learn discipline in doing that, then you can apply that to other areas of your life.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Cool. Now, as far as our goal, are we looking for like what do you need to be making financially to feel like you made a good decision?
I feel like I made a good decision. Because I'm not making anything, I feel like, if I was to make a couple $100 a month, I would feel like at least I'm, walking up the hill to success. I think overall, like if for me to like quit my job, Zoom pays me very, very well. I don't even think that even if I hit this number, I would probably walk away from my job that quickly just because it's like, I just make a decent amount of money. It's safe, it's not that big of a risk. If I was making comparables, $5,000-6,000 a month. But even when I say that out loud and I see all these ads on the gram, I don't see how that's possible. Like my methodical brain can't calculate that. Like, how am I making this much money monthly, off of the same clientele? So yeah, if I could make anything, if I could just be profitable and start building success and consistently, then I would be happy. I would feel like I got my money's worth.
Awesome. So it sounds like we're starting with we just want a secondary source of income until it could possibly prove to you that this can actually be something that's consistent and long going, right? So to give you some context behind that, industry averages for online coaching is going to be anywhere between 250 to 500 per month. Okay. So you got your NASM. Let's just say you're feeling confident, and let's say you're charging upwards of $400 a month for services. Okay. So if you had 15 clients, that would get you 6K. So that would replace your current job, right? If you had 25 clients, that would get you 10K a month, which would be 120K a year, which would be phenomenal. Now, as far as how we do that, we're going to show you how to attract the right type of clientele. We're going to really be speaking to individuals that you want to solve a specific problem for them. So I think that you had mentioned like mental health is a really big issue that you want to help provide for individuals, right? So we're going to show you different resources and strategies to get them and to, actually build those relationships. So think about that. Out of the billions of people in the world, all you need is 25 people just to hit.
I've been one of those 25. When you break it down like that, I signed up for a girl's course like off of the internet, and I paid that money. Like, so it's not so far fetched, but my brain definitely didn't think about that.
And then as far as breaking down the price point, think about how easy this is. Okay. So let's just say we're going to stick with $400 that you're charging. Okay. On average, just for an example. So $400 a month. Okay. You divide that by 4 weeks. That's $100 a week. Divide that by 7 days a week. That individual is only spending $14.29 a day. The average American spends 8 to 12 on Starbucks, McDonald's, you name it, right? Gas station runs. So right now, we just got done with a major pandemic, COVID, all these things that have happened, right? So people are more cognizant of their health more than ever now, right? So if they're able to invest in something that's going to give them a larger return of investment, like for the longevity, getting off medications, right? Less depression, being more active, being more optimal, people will pay $14 a day for that, right? If you can solve that problem for them. Does that seem so far-fetched now?
No, it doesn't. It seems like it's doable. It's doable. I'm nervous.
For sure, right? Because it's something brand new. Think about the first time that you got in, maybe with this tech support job. It was brand new, right? At first, you probably were a little bit nervous. And then the more that you stayed with it, you mastered it within like a matter of weeks, right? Matter of a couple months. And so now it's second nature to you. You could probably do this in your sleep, right? Same thing with training and coaching.
Okay.
Right. So the cool thing with training and coaching is we're able to impact more people from all over the world that has similar issues that you know how to solve. Right now, there's an individual waiting specifically for Stacy's program to be released, and you're going to be their last coach they'll ever need. They've tried 10 different coaches, but for some reason, they couldn't resonate with that. They weren't speaking to their pain points. You are going to be able to speak to those pain points. You are going to be able to build that relationship and build that trust with them to where they will stay with you for long periods of time. We're going to show you how to do that. Cool.
Cool.
All right, awesome. As far as challenge, I think that you had mentioned in your notes that lead generation and sales was kind of like the bottleneck for you, right?
Yeah, I'm not a salesperson. I help people, but selling things is not my forte.
Gotcha.
I connect with people genuinely. Communication is my thing, but selling something, not so much.
So I want you to shift our perspective. You're not selling something, you're selling yourself, right? So your genuine authenticity. So people aren't purchasing your product, they're purchasing you, the individual. So people want to go with you because of the knowledge and the skill sets that you have, but they stay with you because they like you. They built in a trust, right? So at the end of the day, sales gets like a negative connotation. That's kind of like this cringy word, right? Like we're trying to get over on something. If you're truly passionate about something and you truly want to help individuals, you're not selling that. You're selling the fact that I have a solution to your problem. Do you want my help? People are going to want to purchase something that makes them feel good, right? Think about it when you go out to eat, when you purchase an outfit that makes you feel good and confident, right? It was not the product that necessarily sold you. It was the feeling that was embedded with that product, right?
Very true. Very true.
So for you, we're just going to drive off of your authenticity. Seems like you're very empathetic, especially when we're talking about mental health and giving them steps and solutions to this. We're not saying, hey, drop this amount of bread, I'm going to solve your problem. It's just basically saying, I have the education behind me. I'm certified and I'm here to help you. And this is what I have to offer you. If you want to join, great, right? And we'll show you different ways to connect, and we'll show you different ways to get that unique selling point or offer to where it doesn't feel so cringy or suspect to an individual. Cool.
That works for me.
All right, love that. Cool. So outside of this, it sounds like you've done some research. What else have we tried? Got certified? What else have we done?
I've gotten certified. I signed up for like a nutrition coaching certification as well. So I'm like in the process of doing that. And I mean, I've really been training myself, to be completely honest. I haven't done much out of that. I've tried the whole content creator avenue, but I'm kind of an introvert. So I'm still not giving up, but recording myself in public is not like it's just, I see all the things that happen on the internet and I'm just like, I'm not even one of those people, but it's like people would stare when you bring out a tripod in the gym and it's like, all right, I guess everyone does it, no one really cares, but yeah, I still haven't gotten over that hurdle.
So we also help with content creation as well. We're going to show you different avenues, different resources, and different apps to utilize to make your time more efficient. And I don't want you to feel like you have to break out a tripod in the middle of the gym. Maybe that's what everyone else is doing, but that might not be Stacy's calling. So maybe you're doing just a quick live, like maybe you're out, maybe doing a public speaking event for like mental health, right? Doing a free seminar, maximizing your local community, getting people drawn into you and catching that on camera where people are like embedded in like your message and people are raising their hands, asking questions. We want to maximize what you have around you first. So if you're really well known in your local, like example, I'm really well known in my local community. I'm partnered with a local supplement company. That supplement company gives me 30 referrals a month because I support their business through my clients. I'll also go do free seminars. My wife's in healthcare. I'll go talk to the different clinics, talk about how I can optimize their health and nutrition. I get 15 referrals off of that. So that way you're not spending so much time doing the things that you despise, right? But at the same time, those are necessary evils. Now, I've been a master level trainer for over 15 years. I don't have a tripod in the gym showing off what I do, right? I really stick to a specific client that I'm trying to attract. So for instance, I work with men 35 to 50 years old that are high level executives. So what are those pain points, right? 35 to 50, those, first of all, those individuals, they better not be on TikTok if they're 30 to 55 years old men, right? Like they're an older audience, right? So I'm focusing more on Facebook because that's an older population and a little bit of Instagram because it's tied. Now, what problems do those men have that are high level executives, 35 to 50? They're rarely home, right? So they're probably not the best husband or the best father. They're not very healthy because they're always kind of on the go. They're eating bad, right? So for men, we are powered off of money, power, and sex. You take one of those things away, you've got problems, okay? So if you're always gone, and by the time you get home to your wife, you haven't been around the house much, she already resents you. So that means zero intimacy, zero sex, problems, right? So I'm showing those men how we can be a more optimal husband, more optimal father, but still be that beast in the boardroom. So that way you're more balanced on all aspects of life. So those are huge points, pain points that a lot of men suffer from, right?
Yeah.
So I'm showing them different, healthier habits to get them closer to those goals outside of just the boardroom. Does that make sense?
Yes, that makes a lot of sense.
So when I'm speaking to those individuals, they're already coming to me. Now, I also work with a lot of athletes, but the athletes don't make a whole lot of money, right? So I'm being strategic on who I'm trying to get because I don't want to have to argue or negotiate my terms, right? I want to go with individuals that I know are higher ticket individuals that understand I have what they need. Now, in the meantime, I have a couple of athletes that will filter in through that, and because they know my body of work. But for the most part, I'm very clear on what type of individuals I'm working with. I even work with women as well. Now, how I get them bought in is my wife's a life coach. So they get me, the ugly guy, building out their programs, beating them up. And then they got my wife who's empathetic, talks about, daily issues that women have. Why did I put my wife on that? My DNA is different. I'm not as empathetic as a woman. I don't have that nurturing effect. I can only know what I know, right? I'm a man. So women are going to be more open to speak to another woman about womanly issues than they would with me, right? Flip side, my men like talking to my wife. She's a smoke show. I'm ugly, right? So they get 30 minutes a day or 30 minutes once a week to talk to a woman that can understand, help them, guide them through a different perspective. They're eating that up. right? So those are different unique offers. We'll show you how to do that as well. Cool.
Yeah, that works.
Awesome. What do you feel like? It looks like you said you wanted some guidance as far as what you need to be successful.
I'm sorry, can you repeat that?
Yeah, you had mentioned on your type form that it looked like you were needing guidance to be successful. Are you looking for more like a direct step-by-step approach, or what does that look like for you?
I mean, just like tips and pointers. Oh, I kind of do need steps. I mean, I know like the basics. You get your LLC, and but it's like, okay, well, what do I do after that? Like, how do I start? Like, what are the best? Because I've seen that there are many platforms that you can host your programs off of. Like, how should I go building a program? I think I built one, but I don't even know. It's really just what I do in the gym. And to be honest, that's probably very excessive for someone that's like just now working out. I've been working out for about 3 years now. So I've been in the gym for a minute. It's just 'cause I enjoy it.
Yeah.
But I just like, I guess, kind of how to go about this. Almost like I guess I do need like some steps. Just because like I had a mentor when I started tech space. There was someone that kind of let me know, hey, I'm sorry.
No, you're good.
This is how you go about searching for answers, and this is how you go about looking for this, and these are good ways to find it. And once I can get those introductory steps, I can work to expand my knowledge like on my own for sure.
Awesome. You are in for a treat today because everything that you mentioned, we have a step-by-step approach. You'd also be paired with a coach for the entire duration. That individual's completed both our foundational program, which is the 10K, as well as our mastery level. So they have a 6 or 7 figure business of their own. They're battle tested, so they know exactly what you need to do. They also can provide you resources. They'll be setting up every 2 weeks. They'll have one-on-one calls very similar to this. You'll have group support calls. You'll have 24/5 tech support. So essentially, if you just know how to follow instructions and read, you're going to be in a good spot. Okay. So
Yeah.
it sounds like I know for sure you know how to do those two things if you're in tech support. So you seem like you're pretty smart. Now, if we can dictate 10 to 20 hours per week, you're going to be in a really solid spot. If you can dictate anything over 20 hours, you're in a dangerously great spot.
Okay.
What does that look like for you? Can we dictate 10 to 20 hours per week?
To like learning this information and things like that. Yeah, I feel like that's like a few hours after work. I mean, I when I did my NASM thing, that's kind of what I did. I kind of just, I work my job. Sometimes in my job, I get like self-development time. So we can do that for whatever we choose to. So it's just kind of like I could definitely make for sure 10 to 20 work. And if I can do something on the weekend in the morning when I'm not doing too much, I mean, I think I'm one of those people where I've kind of made up my mind that this is what I want to do, so whatever I need to adjust to complete that.
Yep. If we just get resourceful with our time, so give you an example. Before I transitioned, I was a mastery level trainer. I was training 40 people a week in person, 2 to 3 times a week. So I was making the bag. I was charging $150 a session, but I had no time. I was working from like 4:30 in the morning to 8:30 at night. Okay. So how I had to transition was I had to get very resourceful with my time. That means I'd pop in a module on the way to the gym, when I was doing cardio, on the way home. So by the time I got home, I was spending maybe 45 minutes executing what I learned from the module.
Yeah.
So 10 to 20 hours, that includes the reading and the implementation, right? Which I think you could definitely excel on. Are you working remote? Do you work
Yeah,
remote?
I work from home. So yeah, I can use my lunch break. Like I have options to
Awesome.
yeah.
Awesome. Cool. Let's do a quick recap to make sure I got everything correct. And if I missed something, you better correct me. Cool.
Gotcha.
All right. The only thing I didn't ask is what state are you in?
I'm in Georgia right now.
Georgia.
I plan
Nice.
to move to Texas in like the next 6 months.
Okay. What part of Texas are you looking at?
I was looking at Houston or Austin, although Austin's a little more expensive, but I like Austin better than Houston. So
It's both great places. All right, cool. So you are based out of Georgia, which I officially got now. We're a tech support engineer for Zoom over the last 3 years. We just got certified with NASM back in May. We're really seeking financial freedom. We want to impact others through mental health and overall optimization. What our goal is to at least get 2 to 3K extra a month. We know that You make about 5 to 6K, so we need to make more than that if we're going to replace that over a consistent period of time. Our biggest challenge is lead generation and sales and really knowing where to start at. What we tried is we got certified, we've done some research, and you're currently doing a nutrition and coaching cert as well. What you need is guidance and step-by-step game plan, resources and tips, one-on-one support. And as far as what we're looking to do is you want to have no cap. We want to reach as many people as we possibly can, but more consistently, right?
Yes.
How'd I do?
You did great.
Awesome. Cool. One last question before we dive in. Where would you like to see yourself in the next 4 to 6 months differently than where you're currently at?
Financially less stressed out.
Gotcha. Now, when you say financially stressed out, from like a 1 to a 10, one's like, this is nothing. 10 is like, I need like money as of yesterday. Where are we at?
We're at a 12. That's month. I mean,
All right.
but I'm tapping out. Like life is expensive, and I realize like I like expensive things, so I need to make more money. Yeah.
So you want to accommodate the lifestyle that you want to live, right?
Yes, I need to. Yeah.
Awesome. Now, how long have you been in this like financial stress spot?
I feel like at least the last year or so.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Whew. That's tough to be living in stress for a year.
Yeah. I mean, it hasn't seemed so stressful, but it's just I could have made some better decisions, but I was trying to relieve some stress. So I was spending money. But at this point, I'm like, okay, let's not run away from the stress. Let's try to find a solution that will alleviate it, and we can continue to, be happy.
I got you. Well, we got the answer for you there. Next, what I'm going to do is I'm going to share my screen. We're going to go over a high level we have to offer. Then we're going to deep dive. I'm going to show you exactly how I'm going to get you to 10K and pass. Cool?
Okay.
All right. Let me know when you can see my screen. Give me 2 seconds. There we go. All right. Let me know when you can see this.
Yep, I can see it.
All right. So as you know, we're the Next Level Coaching Academy. We're actually accredited through the Better Business Bureau. We got a quality rating of an A out of a possible A+, which solidifies who we are in the online space. We're also backed by 3 of the largest certification companies in the world, ACE, NASM, and ISSA. So for you, this is going to be 1.9 CEUs for you. Pretty cool.
Oh, that's perfect. Like that. That's literally what I need.
Let's go, right? Off to a good start. On the success ladder, we've got 2 tiers. We've got the 10K Accelerator and we got Mastery Level Coach. Now, 10K Accelerator is really ideal for an individual such as yourself who just got certified, really looking to transition possibly from that 9 to 5, and they want to create some massive impact on the online space. The course, the information in this course will get us from 0 up to 10K in as little as 4 months, if so desired. Now, Mastery Level will take place when we're hitting 10K on a very consistent basis. But our focal point shifts. We're kind of trying to reach 100K a month, which means stepping away from the coaching aspect, becoming more of that CEO of your own business, kind of learning how to lead leaders. So again, you can step away and become more of the CEO. Does that make sense?
Yeah, that makes sense.
Cool. All right. Our program is really broken up into 4 phases. The first thing we want to do is we want to get you some clients right out the gate. Then we'll establish a solid business foundation. We'll help you generate leads organically to maximize your overall reach, and we'll develop sales and client retention strategies to help you reach, sustain, and surpass 10K per month. Now, the support is second to none. You're going to have an assigned one-on-one coach the entire duration. As mentioned earlier, that individual's completed both 10K and Mastery Level, so they have a 6 or 7 figure business of their own. You'll have a customized game plan call with that individual to really review where you're at, where you want to be, the most efficient way to get there. You'll have one-on-one coaching calls very similar to this every 2 weeks to revisit game plan, make changes, receive feedback, give very specific instructions on what you need to execute. And then when you've completed when you're averaging about 2 to 3 Zoom calls per week and you completed all the sales modules, we're going to introduce you to a sales coach. So that's going to be someone that's going to help you overcome those objections, get you a larger return of investment, close down those sales calls at a 40% clip or greater. Bi-weekly roster group coaching calls, along with 5 times a week of group support calls that accommodate your current 9 to 5. That would go over client objection handling, client delivery, marketing, lead generation, mindset issues, even case studies. Then you'll also have 24/5 tech support with your coach. So outside of all those game planning calls, you can text them as much as you want. They're contractually obligated to answer all of your questions. Now, becoming a fitness entrepreneur is exciting, it's amazing, it's dope, but it's also overwhelming. So we've created what we call the Zenpreneur method. We help with weekly mindset calls, breath work, meditation, even journaling, just to ensure no matter what point of business you're at, you're always in a good spot to move forward.
Okay.
As far as the resources go, you're going to have the course curriculum. You'll have that Zenpreneur method. And this is going to be a huge one, done for you programming. You mentioned right now you struggle with kind of creating your own workouts. We already have this covered for you. It saves you hours of time. It has drop down menus so you can change out those exercises specific to the individual that you're going to be coaching. Outside of that, we'll give you agency outsourcing options when you're ready to make specific changes or enhancements. We also offer an optional certification at no additional charge. It's equal parts fitness, equal parts nutrition. Any questions on that so far?
No.
Cool. This is the secret sauce to get you from 0 to 10K, 4 phases. Phase 1, act first. That means we're going to launch our business. We're going to announce to the world who we are and what we're about, but we're going to implement specific strategies to get your first couple clients. From there, we're going to move into organization and design, which means we're going to set up all of your back-end systems, make sure you're a fully legal company, and we're going to identify what problems you solve for individuals. Based upon that, we can create our offer and pricing. So these first 2 phases will probably take you about a month, maybe a month and a half, but they're a one-time setup, okay? The remaining of the time will be in phase 3 and phase 4, which we'll be doing on a daily basis. So organic marketing, we're going to show you how to maximize your overall reach on all 3 platforms. We'll show you how to maximize WhatsApp group for our community lead generation method. And we'll show you how to close down deals more efficiently. Phase 4 is going to be like the fine tuning. This is going to be that big bottleneck for you, how to maximize your sales skills, how to get consistent client delivery system set up, but we're going to emphasize customer support and client retention to keep people happy for longer periods of time, advance them to higher levels of your programming. Any questions on that?
No.
All right, I like you. You make my job easy. Let's keep it rolling. All right, we got a total of 33 modules. Each module will have an overview link. It'll also be associated with videos. The link in the videos goes step by step, so there's zero guessing, tutorial style, okay? First step to becoming a full-time coach, we talked about strategies. We're going to give you 3 different ones you're going to implement to get you some clients right out the gate. Cool thing is the resources we provide for you are already done for you, so it saves us more time. We're more efficient. 10K Accelerator Directory, I want you to view this as onboarding material that'll help you become a better student. It really shows you how to maximize the program to its fullest capabilities. The 10K roadmap is awesome. It's broken up into 2 phases. What do we need to do to get from 0 to 5K a month? And what do we need to do to get to 5 to 10? So it goes step by step, week by week on what you need to focus on.
Okay.
From there, we're gonna, based on your specific goals, you mentioned that you have a lifestyle, you like expensive things. So we want to make sure we have daily and evening routines to match that. Part of this, you mentioned earlier, is some confidence issues. So imposter syndrome, anxiety, fear of failure, those are all natural, normal feelings. We teach you how to move past that to move forward with your overall business. And then we've also identified the top 10 struggles that you're going to face as a fitness entrepreneur. We've provided solutions to each and every one of these as well. Any questions on that so far?
No.
All right, cool. Administration systems and ChatGPT. Have you utilized ChatGPT yet?
Yes.
Yeah, like Google on steroids, right? It's like a high-powered virtual assistant. We'll show you how to maximize that for like content creation ideas, creating SOPs, even utilizing it for like nutrition and workout guidelines. We'll show you how to set up Wave and Stripe for payments, DocuSign for client agreements, Typeform and Calendly for people to book calls with you. We do also offer different apps that you can utilize to load up all of your programming, all of your nutrition in one spot, customize the videos, make it more accessible to your clients as well. Financial systems, this is where we're going to show you how to set up your LLC, get your employment identification number, when to open up a business bank account, how to track what's coming in and out of your business, when to pay quarterly taxes, when to pay yourself, examples of business write-offs, all the different health insurance, business liability insurance, all the business legalities are covered here, okay? Cool thing about this is if you're to file your LLC the traditional way, it takes roughly 2 to 3 weeks. We do have an option you can utilize through Taylor Brands, which is an AI company that we're partnered with. This can be done in 2 to 3 minutes. So we're more efficient with our time, okay? From there, we're gonna go into target setting. We're gonna create your 3-year vision, your 1-year vision, your 3-month vision. We'll deep dive into your specific goals, okay? And then from there, we're gonna identify what problem you solve for individuals. Based upon that, we create our offer and pricing. So is this gonna be a more do it for you, do it with you, or do it yourself program? The more that you do for individuals, the higher the ticket offer. That high ticket offer is established upon your overall length of terms. So we'll help create the high ticket offer with you and help you with the overall structure of your pricing. Any questions on that so far?
No. That's
All
fair.
right, cool. Now we're going to move into organic marketing. This is going to be a game changer for you. So we're going to show you how to do 1 hour's worth of work and get 14 different pieces of content created out of that by utilizing some AI software. So we're a lot more efficient with our time and it's more convenient. There, we're going to show you how to set up podcasts in YouTube as well. So we want to maximize your overall reach. We want more people to know who you are and what you're about and the message you're trying to convey. And then we're going to show you how to market for all things Instagram, Facebook, and TikTok related. So it's more than just randomly posting. There's very specific strategies and resources on each platform that we utilize to get the more engagement. We take it all the way down to the hashtag use, page aesthetics, organization, reels, highlights, call to actions, you name it. We do the same thing for TikTok as well. Okay, so we want to make sure that you get the most engagement out of all these. From there, content creation made easy. We're going to introduce you to Canva Basic, Canva Pro, and Microsoft Designer. Really cool, easy editing features. Makes your page more aesthetically pleasing. Okay. From there, we're going to move into the 10K lead generation framework. The first of which is what we call earned media. I want you to think of this as like people raising their hand, trying to reach out to you first. Okay, so we'll give you specific resources and strategies to incentivize them to reach out to you to see what you got going on. Okay, so a really cool example, cross-pollination. Maybe you're partnered with like another mental health expert. Your audience gets to see who you are, and vice versa. So now we're expanding our overall reach. Then we can start providing different resources to those individuals that you haven't connected with. So free resources, everybody loves that. Click here for your 5-day free nutrition challenge, right? People love that. It's an easy way to get their information. But my favorite is the scholarship strategy. It gets a lot of people excited and incentivized to want to sign up with you right away. Opposite of this is what we call conversation calls. This is like outbound marketing. So we already talked about really reaching out to your local community, see what you got around there first. Then when we go into the DMs, we have specific scripts for you. We have conversation and call examples, but more importantly, we're going to show you where to find all these leads on all 3 platforms, how to build and nurture these relationships, have more intimate one-on-one conversations by filtering them through our WhatsApp group. Okay, so this way, those individuals will be talking to individuals that you already service. So by the time they get on that sales call, they feel like they already know you and trust you, so that it's going to be an easier close for you. Referral strategy, the easiest way to grow your business, friends, families, coworkers, talking about how amazing you are. We'll show you different resources to incentivize people to bring you more referrals without actually having to ask. Any questions on that?
No.
Cool. All right, sales. This is the big one for you. Okay, so if you're going to be an entrepreneur, you got to be great at sales. We're going to teach you how to maximize your overall sales capabilities to set up 2 types of phone calls. The first is a meet and greet. It's like a 10-minute screening call. You're trying to figure out if you really want to work with that individual and if you can actually solve their problem. This will lead us into our closing call. This is when you're trying to lock them down as an official client. We'll give you specific scripts. We'll give you our entire objection handling web. We'll teach you how to create downsells and discounts. This will be a game changer, creating financing options for people who normally couldn't afford your program, and then how to lock them in once and for all. Now, once we lock them in, we want to go back and we want to track all this. We want to track how many calls were booked, how many showed, how many closed, and at what length of term. So we give you our resources to do this more efficiently. All right, objection handling. This is going to be the a million excuses as to people would give you as to why they can't start a program. Okay, we give you over 30 different examples you are going to hear on a regular basis. The more you can familiarize yourself with this, the more easier it is to overcome those objections and get them to sign up sooner rather than later. Onboarding process is going to be someone's first 30 days in your program. This is probably the most overlooked area by most coaches and trainers. We want to make sure we're getting them resources in their hands within that first 48 hours while we're building out their program, but we want to build standards, expectations. We want to make sure objections are very clear. Cool. All right, client delivery is going to be the week-to-week process and how you deliver services, but we're going to show you how to do this more efficiently, utilizing some of the newest software. We'll also go over communication styles, what to do if someone ghosts you, they quit, they're not listing. What do we do if they've already paid and they're doing that? What are the processes behind it? How do we mitigate it? But more importantly, why is this taking place? Oftentimes, some of these individuals want a larger community feel. Some of them want more individualized touch points. And some of them want to have challenges. Some of them want to be incentivized to do what's already expected of them. So we'll give you resources and strategies to get them to execute on a more consistent basis for you.
Okay.
And from there, we're going to move into customer support. So how do we deal with cancellations, refund requests, things like that, right? How do we track it? How do we mitigate it for the upcoming months? And then lastly, we're going to move into client retention. We want to keep people happy for long periods of time, but we want to keep them advancing to higher levels of your programming. So we'll show you how to do that, and we'll also show you how to track it. All right. Any questions on all that? That's quite a bit.
No, I feel like it's very thorough.
Cool. I'm going to do a quick recap for you, and then if you think of something, then we'll answer those questions. Cool?
Mm-hmm.
All right. It's a 4-month program. You'll have your customized game planning call with your coach. You're going to have a one-on-one coach the entire 4 months. You'll have one-on-one coaching calls every 2 weeks. You'll have a sales coach. You're going to have the Facebook community and CEO trainings. 5 times a week of group support calls that accommodate your 9 to 5, 24/5 tech support, done for you programming, and optional certification in business course curriculum. Is there anything you felt like we missed here?
No.
Awesome. Now, do we feel 100% confident this like takes care of all those challenges with like the sales, lead generation, knowing where to start?
I mean, yeah, it even takes care of the challenges of like how to keep track of your bookkeeping and stuff like that. So yeah, I think yeah, I would be interested. I guess I just need to know like how much it costs.
We are like about 2 minutes away from all that. Cool.
That's cool.
All right. Did you get a chance to check out any testimonials at all?
Yeah, I did. I looked through the website and read some of the testimonials. I think it was actually a testimonial that like made me click. Um, so no, I've read some of the ones that were there, and on that little thing when I finished the submitting form, there were a bunch there as well.
Awesome. I'm going to share with you just a couple of averages because a lot of individuals will show off their top 10 percenters. We like to show you what the basic individual is doing. Okay. So 73% of our students sign their client in month one. On average, it takes them just 1 week to do so. So there's a cool stat behind this. The individuals that sign their client in month one, by the end of month four, are averaging over 8K per month. The individuals that don't sign their client in month one, but by the end of month four, are averaging over 6,500. So just to be a basic mediocre student, you could be making 6,500 to 8K. Do you think that you're a basic individual?
Oh no, I'm definitely not basic.
Right. So we should be able to surpass that. Now, this next one made me think of you. On average, people are quitting their jobs in just 10.6 weeks to go full time on their online fitness business. Not saying you have to, but it is an option. A lot of individuals love what they do and they continue with it. And this is just a second source of income, but this has the power to give you that option. Okay. And of the students who do hit a 10K a month, it takes them 13 weeks. So just over 90 days, people are hitting 10K a month, which is insane, right?
Yeah.
And then the students who stay with us for 12 months have 97 clients on their roster. Those individuals with 97 clients are averaging 366,000 a year. Okay. So at that point in time, if you have 97 clients, you're probably not a one-woman show anymore. Average, if you're just going to try to be like a one-woman show, you could average anywhere between, I'd say 30 to 60 clients. We do have some individuals that, can get up to 100. It's going to be really based upon your organizational skills and the time that you have available. But typically, after about 60, we start talking about bringing on maybe an assistant coach. When you're hitting about 12 to 15K a month is when we'll probably start talking about bringing on an assistant coach. Okay.
Okay.
And then we're getting rated at a 4.6 out of 5 on average, which means we're getting massive results for our respectful clients. Any questions on that?
No.
Cool. Last thing I'm going to go over, and then we're going to dive into the price. I know you're like, stop bullshit and tell me what the price is. we're gonna get there, man. Okay. So have you heard about the 3 times your investment guarantee?
Yes.
Okay. Awesome. So just a quick recap on that. Just got to attend your game planning call. $10 of your one-on-one coaching calls, which is only 2 per month, 1 group support call each week, charge at least the bare minimum suggested price of $250 or more for services, no late payments, run a scholarship program within the first 90 days, and don't spend longer than 2 weeks on the optional certification if you're going to use it. Okay. You do all that, show up and just do the work. We guarantee you'll 3 times the amount you invest or you get 100% refund. Worst case scenario, you invest, you get your money back. Best case scenario, you 3 times that bad boy.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
All right. Next, we're going to talk about the payment plan. There's going to be a payment plan or a paid in full option. Okay. So payment plan means we put down a down payment. We spread it out over 4 to 6 months. Paid in full just means we pay the whole thing up front and we save some money. Okay. We also have extended payment plans and we also have financing options. So no matter where we're at financially, if this is something that truly aligns exactly with what you want and need, I can get you in the door. Cool. Okay. All right. What is this going to cost us, Stacy? Only $100,000 in your left kidney. Now, I'm playing. There's a payment plan of $7,300 and there's a paid in full option of $6,500 that saves you $800. Out of those 2, which do you think works best for you?
Ooh, I guess a payment plan, but how is it being broken down?
Oh yes, the majority, like 95% of individuals go with the payment. I want the payment plan. $7,300 is a shit ton of money, right? It's a lot, right? So I'm going to show you how we break that down. Okay, so give you like a little bit of what the average student will do. Okay, so I'm gonna break out my calculator because my math skills are not on point. Okay, so typically what the average individual will do will put down about 2,300. Okay, so 2,300 minus 7,300 gives us 5,000. Okay, we divide that over the 3 months remaining after that down payment. Our payments are about just over 1,600 per month. which is equivalent to you needing about 3 to 5 clients, pending what you're charging. Do you feel like that's realistic for you?
Yeah, I wouldn't be able to put the down payment down until like September, so I would have to delay starting, just because I get a little extra cash
Yeah.
around that time where I could supplement that, and I have to move out of my apartment soon. Um, but it's like 1,600. So if I were to do the 23 in September, then it would be 16 for the remaining October, November, December.
Now, if you want, we can spread that out over 6 months. It doesn't have to be 2,300 down. That's just what the average individual puts down. So say, for instance,
I could do that down just because that would make the payments less.
correct.
Over 6 months, that would look like,
So over 6 months, so if we had 5,000 remaining, we divided that by the 5 more months left over, your payments would be $1,000 a month, which is like you needing 2 to 3 clients, depending what you're charging.
yeah, okay. And then we're saying like I'm booking clients, so I would actually be making money during this 6 months.
Yeah,
So
you're building your business as you go, correct?
okay, I feel like I could commit to that. I think I could do that.
You ready to commit now? Let's do it.
Well, I won't be able to pay until September. So is there like how would that work?
Yeah, so let's think about this. Right now, let me ask you a couple questions first. Let's just put this on pause for a second.
Okay.
You is this like lined up? Does it check all the boxes on what you're looking for from like a coaching mentorship?
Yeah, but I know I can't finance it because I'm still in the process of like building my credit. So but this definitely checks all of the boxes.
Cool. So I got a quick question for you. Okay, so it checks all the boxes. Are you 100% committed to executing everything that's laid out? Like, are you 100% confident of your own follow through abilities?
Yes.
Okay, so all it comes down to is a financial situation, right? We just need to get resourceful, think of something that works well for you, that makes sense, and this is something you want to move forward with, correct?
Correct.
All right. So I know that you had mentioned just a second ago, you don't want to do financing. Totally get that, right? When you're starting to like move, right?
Mhm.
But if you can 3 times the amount you make, think about that. We're right now at the end of July. Think about how many people that you could already be having as a client, an additional even 2 to 4K a month on top of what you're bringing in, right? Think about that. Let's just say lowball it. Let's say you're bringing in 2K a month additional. That's 24,000 a year additional on top of what you're already doing with Zoom.
Yeah.
Think about that, right? So having all your backend systems set up. Remember too, the average individual is getting their first client in week 1. You said you're not an average individual, right?
It's just so much to commit to. 73, that's just so much to commit to. I was like, dang, should I just pay the whole 65 when I get the money in September and just not have to have the debt hanging over my head?
What
Um,
if we did like a smaller down payment and we locked you in? We could do a delayed start.
okay. How much smaller?
So this is good. We get for as far as the payment plan, the lowest I could go, we could go like 2,500 or not 2,500. I'm sorry, 2,000.
2,000 is the lowest. Yeah, I still wouldn't be able to do that until September.
Okay.
I'm strapped right now. Um,
Let me ask you this. Are you completely opposed to different financing options if I can get you in significantly lower? So I'm talking about to get you in today, right? I get you in for 424. Your next payment wouldn't be due until the end of August, which is about
6
4 4.5 weeks, 5 weeks away. And then your monthly payment from there would be 622 a month, which is you needing like literally 2 clients.
Yeah, but I won't be approved for financing already.
Oh, you will. You got a job, right? Through Zoom, right?
Yeah. So you guys only do it based off of the income?
So we have a third-party financing company called SweetPay, and what that allows us to do is we take that 7,300, we spread it out over 12 months. We only have to take 5% down. So 5% of 7,300 is 365 plus a one-time service activation fee of $59. It comes out to 424. So if you have a job and you've already been working there for 3 years, we have over a 90% success rate on getting people approved. So you would get approved for that.
Okay. Okay. That's an option. Um, I would need a few days to move some money around. And it would just be 6, but I would already be making money off this. So, and I could pay it off earlier potentially if I wanted to.
Yep.
It would be 424 down, and you said 620 something a month.
622 a month, yeah, starting at the end of August. If like on a hypothetical, you started today.
Well, I'm kind of nervous about making this decision. I'm sorry.
No, you should, right? If you're not feeling nervous or anxiety, you're probably not a normal individual, right? This is a life-changing event.
Yeah.
So if you have a lot of one-on-one support, you have group support, you're confident in your own skill set and ability, right? And you get 3 times the amount you make, would this be worth that short-term uncomfortable feeling to 3 times what you're making?
Yeah, it's a risk. I mean, nothing that's worth doing feels comfortable.
Correct.
So yeah, I could do the 424 down. I could do that. I could do that. Okay, so if I were to start, ooh, mm. I'm sorry, because I just have a lot of other things going on in life, so I'm like extremely anxious lately. Um, if I could start, because I don't want to start this week. I'm not very focused. I need like a week to just reorganize my thoughts. If I were to start, let me look at the calendar. I'm sorry.
No, you're fine.
Could I start the second week in August, like August 7th?
Yeah.
Would that be okay?
Yeah, you can start whenever you want. There's no timeline on this, right? What I would say to you is, speaking like I'm a dad of 5, right? Like there's going to be stuff that's going to be thrown at you every single day, right?
Yeah.
So it's kind of like I could say, man, I'm kind of nervous to get in my car because I could get in a car accident. But is that going to stop me from going and getting groceries and going to the gym? No.
It's not, but I just need to mentally prepare. I just don't want to like. I just need to catch my breath. Um, that's all. I could really. It's July 26th. No, I think that. Ooh, nope. This would help. I'm not gonna prolong it. I feel like August 7th is good for me. If I can just get a solid week to get back to where I was just like a few days ago, I could do that. I could make the payment. I can make the payment next Monday just because it takes like 3 days for me to move this money from my brokerage account. Um, the 31st. I can make that 420 thing. So do I need to wait to apply until
No,
Monday?
I can
Okay.
send you that link. I'm actually going to let me drop that link. It's really simple. It only takes like a matter of a couple minutes to figure out what you get approved for.
Okay.
We can do that here. So I'm going to drop this in the chat for us. Okay. So when you click on that, it's going to ask you, some basic questions. When it asks for a loan amount, you'll just put in 7,300. And then when asked what it's for, you'll just put in coaching. Now, quick question. What do you have in checkings and savings right now?
Oh yeah, I may have like a few $100. I'm living paycheck to paycheck right now. I get paid on Friday though, because I've just had some car trouble recently. Stacy That's right. That's my address. What's the amount?
Let me know if you have any questions while you're filling that out.
Okay, time, add address. Congratulations, you Joy. We've offered you the best possible. See that? Okay, so I got it. Okay. Tell us what you're buying.
You just put in coaching.
What's the email?
Boom. Yep. So if you want to pop on back over to my screen, I'll actually share it so that I can show you, give you like a visual representation on what you got approved for. Oops. Okay, cool. Let me share my screen really quick with you. All right. Let me know when you can see this.
Yes.
Okay, cool. So the purchase price was a $7,300. 5% of that is $365, right? Loan amount comes down to $6,935 plus a one-time service activation fee of $59. So it'd be $424 to get going. Spread that out over 12 months. Your monthly payment is going to be $622.67.
Okay, that's not bad. I mean, that's basically what you said.
Yep. But now you can actually see it, so you don't think I'm blowing smoke.
Okay. So I feel like I can commit to that, and I can make that payment on Monday, and I could start on the 7th.
Okay. Let's do it. Okay. So Monday, what time can you commit on Monday?
I would do it no later than let's say, what do I have to do on Monday? What's my work? So no later than 11 a.m. Eastern time. Let me see.
Okay. So how about I put you down for 11 a.m. Eastern time?
Yes. And then let me do this so I don't forget, because I forget things.
And I want us leaving this call today already accepting that you are a student. So I'm going to send you over a how to get started mini course. Okay. I want you to start diving in. Also send you a condensed presentation so you can kind of review everything that we went over to keep you hyped up. Because after this phone call, about 2 hours later, you're going to be like, what was I thinking? 7,300? Shit. Right? Like your mind's going to start. Your mind's going to go there. It's going to give you every reason as to why not to do this versus why you need to do this. Okay. So for you,
a good decision. I'm not going to back out. I mean, clearly I'm holding my head. I'm showing all the signs.
No, I'm going to send you over some homework though. Like it's free stuff. Okay. So it's to gear you, to keep you busy, keep you like motivated, get you some momentum going. Cool.
Yes, I need
All
my.
right. So I got you locked in for 11 a.m. EST on Monday, and I'm going to be shooting you a text on Sunday asking how far you got on that mini course that I'm sending you over. So I want to see some progress. Is that cool?
That's cool. I'll start it tomorrow. Or
Let's
I'll start
go.
today. I don't have nothing to do on my lunch break, so
Let's go.
oh, I'm nervous. Okay.
You should be. This is a big deal, right? It's like a life-changing event. This is a very big deal.
Yeah, because if I could actually make this money, then it really will change. It will really change things.
So you need to change that sentence if to when I make this money, my
When
life will drastically change.
my
You
life
won't
will,
be paycheck to paycheck.
no, I won't. That will, wow. Okay. Okay. I have to invest in myself. This is a step.
That's it. This is step one. Step one, you invested with an asthma, which was awesome. Step two, you did some nutrition coaching. So I know that you're serious about this. Step three is now we actually got to back up all this and actually make our own business. You start to create your own dreams versus building someone else's.
Yes. Okay.
Cool.
I'm good. I'm good. Okay.
All right. If you have any questions, the number I text you from is my specific number. Shoot me a text if you need anything. Today, I will shoot you over some information, some resources by Sunday. I'm going to be texting you and be like, hey, where are we at, Stacy? How far do we get? Cool.
Oh, that works for me.
All right. I greatly appreciate your time today. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you. Seriously.
You got it. All right. I'll talk to you later.
All right. Later.
See ya.